Hey, welcome to the show. So, thank you for joining me again on my journey to figuring out kind of what I'm going to do or how I'm going to develop my business. I have launched Street Dog Production Studios officially. I'm registered uh, and I got my accounts and everything set up. And I look forward to meeting a lot of you and developing dialogue. And however you guys feel about anything, please, all feedback is accepted in the comment section below. Today, I wanted to just kind of do a simple reaction to a music or song that one of my favorite artists. I actually just bought this album. Came with my little cap and shirt and everything. And Tom MacDonald and Adam Calhoun and Nova Rockefeller, they're all geniuses. They tapped into the conversation of the public and made an entire music industry around that conversation. To me, you're very perceptive and a very astute human being if you're able to see what's going on in the culture and write music according to that, because that's what we, the people, want. This is what we actually want. We don't want all that other crap we hear on the radio. I mean, we do because it's all we got. But when artists like this come out and they do things like this, I'm in awe. I mean, this guy sold out the Billboard charts. Well, they didn't put him on it, but when they ran the numbers, they found out that he was doing way better than everybody on the actual charts. So what does that tell you about the music industry? That right there lets you know the world we live in, right? Everything can be controlled now. Information control, uh, everything, right? If they can manipulate you to buy something at the store, why couldn't they manipulate you to do anything else? Anyway, so nothing wrong with manipulation. It's just a question of what's healthy and what's not, right? Or does it serve a good cause or a bad cause? So I don't want to give a bad rap or act as if, somehow we as a species are so holy that we don't manipulate. We all do. The thing is, you have to manipulate with an agenda and a good agenda, and the world is filled with people who have good agendas and bad agendas. It just and everyone thinks they're doing their good, right? That's obviously, you ask anybody doing something that's contrary to what you think is good, they're going to say, well, this is how I see it as good. And so that's why I always say, don't take sides. Just kind of don't look at it as good or bad. Just observe, keep an open mind, right? So I'm gonna play this song. This is the type of music I normally listen to when I'm in my van at work. And this track, when I heard this track come on, it just hit me in the chest because it made me fired up. I was motivated, pumped. I got back home and I started working out. I mean, this song right here, if you need a soundtrack for 2022, it is this soundtrack. I hope you enjoy it and I hope it affects you the way it did me. Good luck. Here we go. I love that intro. That intro is bomb. Everybody pray for the smoke. Then they want water when there's flames in the door. Brave for the most, aim for the throat, brains on the floor. All of my This dude is a lyrical genius, man. I mean, just the way he flows into it. Listen, hip hop is an art, man. I appreciate it. I grew up with a diverse background of music on my mother's side, from the Latino side with the salsa, merengue, all that stuff, bachata. And then I with my dad with the calypso, soca, and reggae from the Caribbean. And the American part of me, which is hip hop, I fell in love with hip hop. I remember buying my first Tupac Shakur Greatest Hits CD at Best Buy when I was in high school with my first paycheck that I got from my first job. Hip hop has been with me forever. A lot of people look at me and go like, "You don't look like that." I remember telling my cousin one time I love Damian Marley, and she laughed at me. She knows who she is. She lives in Trinidad and Tobago in the northern region. I remember she said, "I'm going to a Damian Marley concert," and I said, "Oh, I love Damian Marley," and she looked back and she kind of went, "Huh, like I don't seem like the type of guy who could watch or listen to Caribbean." I don't know, man. I always give people different interpretations about myself, I guess, when I meet them. But yeah, I love hip hop. I love reggae. I love calypso, soca. I love everything. AC/DC, Linkin Park, dude. There's nothing you won't find me listening to. That's why it's so hard to pin me down. You can't pin me down because I have such a variety that I tap into for inspiration, for guide, for just joy, for having fun. Anyway, let me not bog you down too much. Let me start over again. I'm gonna just play the whole track. Tell me guys what you think. Love that intro. Violent flames of the dark. All of my haters are woke. Because that's how the culture feels. That's how we all feel, right? I know anybody who hearing this right now who feels what Tom MacDonald is saying right now, you felt that. Because it's true. The minute you had a shift in perception or reality and you started speaking against the grain or whatever the grain was, everybody who came at you was pretty woke. Because that's what happened to me. And the irony is I always considered myself woke. I really thought I labeled myself that way, but I was wrong. I guess I'm unwoke. I'm dope, cut myself with razor blades, okay? I'm coke, savor every taste of cake until I'm broke, laser focused like a military scope. Hey, red dot, welcome to the audition. Headshot, bang bang, let's talk. Like dead stop. Oh. Killing machine, there's no blood when I bleed, there's no guts in my cuts, there's no knocking out teeth, there's just robotic sounds and there's sparks on my feet, so I spit at the ground on my mouth, gasoline, smoke. Yeah, I don't want the smoke. My fingers in like smoke. I don't want the smoke. Oh, Nova! That's his girl. Yeah, I burn money, but it don't touch my wealth. That's how rich we all want to be. And that's how rich we are. You just have to recognize it in yourself. Feel it. That's why I'm telling you, this song pumped me up, man. I was ready to take on the world. That's what good music, good art does to you. It speaks to your soul. It does. All the pain, all the suffering, all the hurt, all the life experiences, everything you accumulate, and then you get that right little dosage of music in there. Oh my God. You're unstoppable. You're a king. You're a queen. Listen, people, you got to start believing in yourselves and trusting yourselves. This is one of the reasons I promote artists like Tom MacDonald and Dax and all these other guys that I listen to, because they really drive a certain message into your subconscious, into your soul that says, you're strong, you're powerful, you can accomplish anything. Don't back down. Never give up. Keep pushing forward. Fight hard. Use everything you got. Never give up. That's what I get when I listen to this music. And music that has a positive effect on you should do that. If you're listening to music or anything and the only thoughts that seem to kind of reverberate in your mind is dramas about relationships and all that bullshit, maybe question the things you're surrounded by. Stop listening to music that's brainwashing you. Try to listen to conscious music, music that uplifts your spirit, uplifts your intellect. It keeps you constantly in a forward momentum of growth. So I've always been picky and choosy of my music because I'm listening to the lyrics, I'm listening to the flow, and I'm listening to what's the overall arch message coming out of this art that's hitting my soul. And if I feel it resonates with who I am and what I stand for within myself, all of a sudden it's like a tuning fork. You hone in. Anyway, that's why I love hip hop, man. Not just any hip hop. Now I can appreciate hip hop on all levels. Okay, so don't get me wrong. I'm not acting like I'm some kind of guru or saint. I listen to whatever, man. And if I feel like I like it, and it doesn't have to be with a deep message, it could just be a nice flow or a rhyme with words. I love how these people string words together and make a story from nothing. That's the beauty of hip hop, right? You can just write words on a piece of paper, string it together, and you can make it sound real good. And you can even, it's so abstract that anyone can attach their meaning to it. This is spiritual stuff I'm talking about here. All right, let's continue. She references Left Eye. I feel like Left Eye. Left Eye was the band member from the group TLC. I grew up listening to them. There was a tabloid story years ago where she burned down the house of the guy she was with, a billionaire's mansion, millionaire's mansion, whatever. Um, anyway, I love catching all the little nuances in these songs because there's a lot of cultural references, a lot of little gold nuggets in all these songs that tells you a lot about the character, the history, the the culture, everything. It's all tied. It's really deep, guys. I don't know. I hope you guys love hip hop the way I do. And if you do, you're obviously watching this. So uh, let's continue. Once. I want this smoke, smoke. Little fingers like I'm stone cold. Y'all don't want the smoke, smoke. I just keep getting on your phone close. Got you choking till your throat closed, yeah. You should park the car in your garage. Don't get out, you should leave it on. Read the fumes up until you're gone. You want smoke, this is what I'm on. You should park the car in your garage and leave the engine on and smoke up all those fumes because that's the shit I'm on. This dude, this Adam Calhoun guy, I never knew about Adam until he started rolling with Tom MacDonald. That's really when I found out about Adam. But Adam's pretty good. I mean, I listened to a lot of his music too, separate from Tom. And I mean, there's a lot of up and coming artists out there who are in the culture, who are in the nitty gritty of it, who are actually really good, and they're not mainstream. You won't find them on top Billboard, whatever, whatever. And hip hop's always been that way. You know what I mean? It's an Americana story. It's I don't care if you're white, black, Asian, whatever you fall under, whatever group you identify with. Hip hop is American. It's ours, America, the United States. This our Americana culture, right? So it's dear to each and every one of us. If you grew up here, and hip hop's affected the whole world, man. America's a great place, guys. I'm sorry, I don't mean to get a little emotional, but we take a lot of stuff for granted, and we forget that we don't come from weak people. We're a very strong group of people because we're made up of the whole world. The whole world makes us, the USA, right? And so we get the best of everybody coming here who wants an opportunity, a shot, who climbs the rungs, creates scientists, doctors, lawyers, and we really crank out the best. We've created a culture where we do that. Now we're starting to slip, and that's why we're fighting hard to try and see if we could bring back the good elements of this society, that which is the reason people move here in the first place from other nations, because they know there's a shot. I'm living proof of it. I've traveled. I've tried to work in other countries. And let me tell you, America is if you're homeless, with the caveat meaning no mental issues or any other issues that could stop you from being an able body with a sane mind. If you start from zero, you can build yourself to somebody within a few years, depending on how lucky and how good and how efficient you are. Anyway, let's continue the song. Let me start over from here. I'll finish it out, guys. I'm sorry. You should park the car in your garage. Don't get out, you should leave it on. Read the fumes up until you're gone. You want smoke, this is what I'm on. Yeah,
I ain't never gonna shy away though. Thought I'd never make it, what do they know? Got a couple killers, they don't say no. Got them on payroll. About to bust these dudes like a bag of ramen noodles. Nothing in common with you when it comes to commas and numerals. Whole damn future looking like flowers and funerals. Watch how you move, it's about who you know. It ain't hard to see you starving, weak, lethargic piece of garbage heap. I'm the leader of the free, I will never be caught with sheep. Want a problem with me, I want all the beef. Yeah, I don't want the smoke, smoke.
That chorus. That chorus.
Yeah, I don't want the smoke, smoke. Got you choking till your dog close. Yeah, I don't want the smoke, smoke. Middle fingers like I'm stone cold. Yeah, I don't want the smoke, smoke. Got you choking till your dog close.
Yeah, I mean, that right there, that was fire for me. And the rest of the album's pretty good. I mean, I really recommend this album. Um, just Google them. You'll find the link to the website. Otherwise, I'll try to put it down in the comments. And I don't make anything from this, by the way. This is just me trying to build my YouTube channel and kind of just introduce who I am to the world out there, so you guys get a better understanding of what's coming, what I kind of want to do. I'm gonna probably have to separate my channels out. I'll have to put reactions in one channel, my discourse and debates on another channel, and then my fun stuff, like just messing around vlogs, on another channel. So that way I'll have like 3 groupings. But yeah, that's pretty much the story right now, and I hope you enjoyed this little clip. And if you think there's anything good developing here or growing, or you think I can do more with this, please feel free to leave a comment down below. I will go through the comments. And please click like and subscribe and share this video with other people you may know. It's also, I have to get good at looking at the camera because eyes get distracted all over the place pretty easily. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. God bless.